republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Simpkins?
Here.
Mr. Eby? Mr. McElwain?
Here.
Mr. Beatty? Mr. Dawson? Ms. Spicer? Mr. Buckner? Mr. Ellis? Mr. Petty? Mr. Williams? Ms. Hayes? And Mr. Reed?
We do have a quorum. Commissioner Eby called. He had some unexpected guests show up at his house. But more importantly, Commissioner Dawson called. He's having some health issues and head off to VA hospital this afternoon. So if y'all would also remember him in your thoughts and prayers the rest of the day. Next item of business is the approval of the minutes of the March 15th, 2021 regular session. Do I have a motion for that? Motion by Commissioner Buckner, second by Commissioner McElwain. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor vote by stating aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2, committee reports. Any committees to report? Hearing none. Item number 3 is appointments. Vacancy on E91 board appointment to fill vacancy. Jimmy Mann had served on that board for quite some time. He recently turned in a letter of resignation. He had some other things going on with his retirement he needed to spend more time on. So this is a vacancy to fill out the unfinished term. Tonight, I'd like to bring forward the name Tiffany Dawson. Tiffany works with His Call, which obviously everyone knows they're in the phone business, and she has some understanding of that. She's been very involved in the community here lately in a lot of different things through leadership programs, and she's shown an interest to participate. The other thing, not the reason we appoint her, but the thing that will be a fact, she'll be the first female on the 911 board if we approve to appoint her tonight. So I'd like to bring her name forward to have her appointed field vacancy. And Tiffany, you're here in the audience. You stand up and give a wave so everybody can see you. So we'll open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Reed. Any discussion or questions? Yes, sir. Valuable question.
If it'll help me further in the county, and better in Dickson County, I would be more than happy to do it.
That's the answer we needed. That's why we picked her. We have a proper motion and a second. Any other questions? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item is resolutions, postage meters. You have a resolution on that. This is brought to you because on postage meters, the new ones that will be in the Justice Center, we do this to save money. They're over a year, and any lease or agreement we do over a year requires commission approval on this. So this has been brought before you as we discussed 2 weeks ago. I'll open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Spicer, second by Commissioner Buckner. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor vote by stating aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2, reduce speed limit on Westcott Road. This is brought by Commissioner Dawson at our work session. I'll open the floor for a motion or discussion. Commissioner Beatty.
Commissioner Dawson had called me and was talking some about it. I was aiming on him having all the info on this. I wish we could put this off for a month, maybe get him back and let him be able to talk about this and guide us on this. I'm not familiar with it, I am, but it was just till this afternoon. So if we could get another month to get him back and let him lead this.
Okay, that's a motion by Commissioner Beatty to move this to the May 17th meeting. To have a second. Second by Commissioner Simpkins. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor vote by stating aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item of business, transport claim settlement with Horizon Medical Center. This is the resolution you have before you on the resolution authorized the county to enter into settlement and release agreement with TriStar Horizon Medical Center as to the amounts owed to the county for certain medical transports. This is what we discussed over the period of time where we were having a disagreement on what they owe. The settlement amount on this will be $190,000 to bring us whole. That's what we recommend at the work session and recommend approving this tonight. So I'll open the floor for a motion. Motion. We'll show the record, that Commissioner Spicer will abstain on this vote. Open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner McElwain, second by Commissioner Buckner. Any questions?
Yeah, are we still transporting more than?
Yes, we do, no, not at this point. We're going to get the settlement done first and then go back and look at the contractual portion on that. Mr. Reagan can speak more to that in detail. We had a contract with them, and when it expired is when the issue came up on what they truly owed us on transports. So this is take care of the back portion, and then we'll come back and finish up a contract to set up new rate system for the hospital. I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Any other comments? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item is EMS rates. Mr. Donnie Bear. He came around the corner 2 weeks ago and surprised me. So.
He's on the way, mate.
Okay. You're more than welcome to come through that way.
Just a little bit. I found my way out though. We're all good. This is the race that we had talked to you about 2 weeks ago about trying to adjust some stuff out for the race that's coming up. Some things changed. Everybody knows how everything's gone up. That's the only reason why we're looking at what we're doing.
Any questions, Mr. Bear? Motion by Commissioner Simpkins to approve. Do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Beatty. You do have the rate sheet, I think, from last time. Are there any questions on this? Hearing no questions, I'll open for a vote. All in favor of this, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you, and we'll show that it was unanimous minus Commissioner Spicer, who abstains. Thank you, Mr. Bear. Item number 5, fire protection agreement. Mr. Reagan.
Staying on the EMS.
I can't hear what she's saying.
Yeah, she was abstaining on that, I think as well.
I
Were
thought
you
it was the
abstaining on that as
Horizon.
well?
No, it's the Horizon, Mayor.
I'm sorry, that's fine.
Okay. I just want to make sure I had it right.
So, item 5 on your agenda, the fire protection agreement, we talked about this in detail at the work session, but the $50,000 that the county would receive in the future related to the Titan project, that was for fire protection for the site. And because the city of Dickson would cover that area and provide that protection, then the agreement that is before you to approve would be with the city of Dickson. My understanding is they've passed that. I don't know if they require more than one vote, but they have voted in favor of it once at the city. And with your vote, it would authorize the mayor to enter into that agreement so that when those funds are received in the future, pursuant to that agreement, it would go to the city of Dickson.
Any question, Mr. Reagan? I'll open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Reed. Have a second. Second by Commissioner Buckner. Any discussion? Any question, Mr. Reagan? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item, other business. Any commissioners have any business to bring up tonight? Hearing none. Next order of business, approval of notaries. Madam Clerk.
Yes, sir. Yvette Baggett, Donna Bailey, Joseph Barrett, Casey Cole, Kim Emerson, Casey Gann, Kevin Hedge, Rachel Kirk, Susan Langford, Rebecca Miles, Cheyenne Moore, Whitney Pewitt, Danielle Pilkington, Sherry Sheed, y'all got some weird ones tonight, Stephanie Fuson Scott, Zoe Scott, Lori Kay Snow Martin, Amber Smotherman, Shirley Spencer, Aislinn Sweat, Andrea Tanner, and Crystal Turpin.
Open the floor for a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Beatty. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item is announcements. Any announcements to make from the commission? Then one announcement I'd like to make, see Dr. Weeks is here with us tonight. Thank you for being here. Dr. Weeks has presented a budget to myself with my finance team. We've looked over it. We're very comfortable with it at this point. Don't really see that as being an issue, but he will make a presentation at 6 o'clock on Monday, May the 3rd of his budget. And then as soon as he's done with his, we'll, during a budget meeting, we'll do a presentation of the county budget. It will follow hopefully about 6:15, 6:20, 6:30. Y'all will have that. You know, as we typically do historically, we'll make that budget presentation to the Budget Committee and Budget Advisory Committee. You're welcome to always ask any questions, but we'll give you a 2-week period to study that. And if you have any questions on it, we're hoping that we can, we'll be back on May 17th, the Budget Committee, hopefully get the approval to move on to regular session with the thoughts of trying to approve this on the first Monday in June. That'll be as early as we've ever done it. I appreciate Dr. Weeks's budget. We may have a few more challenges than ours due to some of the requests were made by departments, but we're going to work through that over the next 2 weeks before we make a presentation, and we'll give you a budget that the mayor and finance department's fine with. And as we say at that point, it becomes your budget. You can take it, change it, or make your own. So we look forward to having that on May 3rd. Is there any other announcements before I make the final one? Hearing none, the next regular session meeting will be on Monday, May 17th, 2021 at 7 p.m. the Beaverdale Booty Reed Jr. County Commission Chamber of the Dickson County Administration Building, 4 Court Square, Charlotte, Tennessee. Have a motion, second adjourn. Thank you. Not all.
want to express, Heavenly Father, we thank you again, Lord, for this opportunity
Some problems with the Zoom uplink.